Hey guys, Higgy Pop here in the comic room. Woo! Thanks for hanging out, man. I got some things to show you. Thanks for hanging in the Hawk's Nest. This is Hawkman right here, and he's supposed to be standing guard. Terrible job. Listen to this story. Not yesterday, the day before. I'm in here. I'm walking through the Hawk's Nest. And I'm like, there's this little rack here. This is like just a random rack where I keep some stuff on here, and just silly stuff, right? But there's my Hawk helmet, my Hawkman mask, right over here, and I keep it on top of usually Tony Stark's stupid head, and it was on the ground. It was on the ground over here. So I'm like, why is this on the ground? So I pick it up, and I go to put it back over to here, and there's a 7-foot, Scout's honor, 7-foot black snake staring right at me. I was like this, hey, how are you? I was like, whoa! And I don't like snakes. So when I came to, I was unconscious on the basement floor, and I was in a puddle of my own urine. I was like, wait a minute, I have to do something. And I ran upstairs, and I grabbed a coat broomstick. I taped a coat hanger to the end of it, and I came down here. I was like, get over here, boy, yeah, mule, yeah. And he was fighting. He was strong, man. He was heavy, and he didn't want to come out. He was wrapping himself around my comic books. I was like, get out of there, man, get. And wow. It was just crazy. It was crazy. Man. Anyways, that was the other day. It was crazy. So, I did stop at my LCS local cool shop and check this stuff out. Check this stuff out. Guys, I go in there, I'm like, what is this? These are like little wallet-sized Conans. Volume 4, 5, and 6. And I'm looking at him, and he goes, oh, by the way, those are $1. I said, they're mine. Mine. And these are great. This is all Barry Windsor Smith art. Issue number 4. Look at this. Look at these things. Everyone should have one. Put it in your back pocket. You're like, wait a minute. I need to read Conan immediately. Wait, I got it. Right here. All the classic stories. All the classic stories. Look at them. Look, there's the Red Bully fights. Remember? Oh, classic. Classic. Look at these things. Barry Windsor Smith. Volume 4. All right? I mean, I have all these stories, but you need them when you're in motion. You never know when you're going to have to read a Conan. Volume 5. Check these out, man. And it has The Web of the Spider God, The Dweller in the Dark, classic, and The Frost Giant's Daughter, one of the best stories going. Oh my lord. Look at him. Right in the giant tarantula. He's like, yeah, mule, yeah, boy. Look at that art. Look at that. Look at this. Oh my god. The Frost Giant's Daughter. Look at this. Classic. That's what I see when I close my eyes at night. 2 giant red-headed giants trying to kill me in a snow-capped mountain. It happens every night. Yep. Yeah, that's the Snow Giant's Daughter really messed with Conan's brain. I didn't like that. And we have Volume 6. Classic, man. We got The Adventures of the Mighty Cimmerian, a sword called Stormbringer. He just all with Elric, remember? Green Empress of the Melnibone. Yes. The Hyborian Age. The Blood of the Dragon. A little Elric stories in here. Let's find him. Let's find our boy. There he is. Our little pale albino wizard. So, I'm very happy to come across these in my hunt. Oh, just great. And then, he had my friend Jim, this is Second Alarm Comics, down the street. He said, they got some long boxes over there. He goes, yeah, I got those at an estate sale. There's nothing in there. I said, I'll find something. Look what I found. All right. Isis. Isis. Look at her. All right. This is by Golden All-Star Books. And look at the back. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isis. And these are like Jack Sparling does all the art in this. These are like one-page art. Okay. Each page is like one picture. That type of stuff. Right? Classic. But I'm very happy. I got my Isis run for DC Comics. And look at that. She's melting all their swords. They're like, what in the blazes? Cool stuff. Who's that? The $6 Million Man? And, yeah. So, I never seen this. So, I jumped on this like stink on a monkey. I was all over it. And, so I'm happy to own this. I'm going to wrap it up and display it with my Isis comics. That's what I'm going to do. All right? So, the camera looks weird today. Strange. And then, check this out. Almost done with the run, guys. Almost. This is issue number 16. All right? I need like one more issue. And this is May of 79. And Al Milgrom does the cover. And inside is Infantino, man. That's right, Carmine. Father Carmine. Hey, yo, Father Carmine, can you give me a blessing? All right. Check it out. And Peter Gillis is the writer. It's funny, man. This is funny. They draw a Red Skull with a shirt off in this. Silly looking guy. Silly looking. No wonder he's so angry. All right. What do we got here? I'll show you. Look at him. He's like, man, say, I got a stogie, say. He's got a towel around his neck. He's doing some acrobats. He's like, la-da-dee, la-da-da. He's like, no matter how hard I work out, I still got this Red Skull. So, issue number 16. Boom. Classic. Very happy. And then, and I found this. I said, I'll take this home with me too. This is The Return of Tarzan, The Pit of Doom, issue number 223. Little Joe Kubert awesomeness. I don't have this one. So I said, I want it. Those Conan books were $1 a piece. Do you believe it? So, here we go with this. I read this. This is a good story, man. Tarzan is defending Jane, man. He's like, don't. No touch Jane. Jane with Tarzan. And hold on. I read this. All right. I read the New Justice Society. It's really good. It's really good. There they all are. There's Mr. Terrific with his big old brain. And those are all the kids that are getting introduced. The Lost Children. And Stargirl's bringing all the Lost Children into the Justice Society. Because they were from the 40s and stuff, and they were supposed to be sidekicks. And Jay Garrick gets a daughter back, and once they touch each other, all their memories come back. It's very happy. But some kids are lost. So they're going to the Justice Society. You know how the Justice Society takes everyone in. Even Ted Grant, the Wildcat, comes back. He's like, I heard you guys need some help. Love it. But, you know, it's kind of... They want me to accept that these like, little girl, like, sidekicks in, like, ladybug outfits are going to be superheroes. I mean, come on. You know, come on. They're going to... Come on. Who are they beating up? But I like it. It's good. You know, women, you know. Ever since they got the right to vote, I mean, everything just... How did we lose that vote? I don't get it. So, it's good. I like it. And there was also this. The Doomsday special was very good. I liked it. There's Doomsday. All musculature with his pricklies and his spikiness. He's got Superman's cape. Don't tug on Superman's cape. Don't spit into the wind. And don't do nothing to the Lone Ranger, cause you're gonna mess with Jim. I said bad Doomsday Brown. It was good. Real good story. It's got Supergirl, Martian Manhunter. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. And so, yeah, so it was crazy the past couple of days. The heat was so hot. So that's why the snake came into the hawk's nest. He's like, it's dark. There's comics. It's cool. I'll hang out here. And I was like, whoa! So then, yeah, you know, I got a lot going on. We got something to do to the roof. We got the refrigerator coming soon. I'm still without a fridge. And, you know, money's tight. So me and Hawkwoman were fighting. We're arguing the other day about money. She's like, you know, you and all those comic books, blah, blah, blah. You're getting stuff in the mail, you know. And she's like, oh, man, they can't win. Can't win. And, so, I was like, nah. I was like, I didn't get anything in the mail. I swear to God. I'm not lying. So yeah, she's like, you know, you can't be spending money on comic books in the mail. So I said, all right. So we ironed it out. So I got a package in the mail. Yeah, you got to check this out. Sonia. Oh, I got Sonia back. I got her out of the pokey. And, you know, we got her back. And she's got to do. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. My letter opener. Thank you. Thank you. You're looking good. Now, you got to go. Your Uber's coming, right? You got to go to, she's got to go to anger management classes. And she's your counselor, too. All right. It's part of her parole. All right. Okay. Thank you, Sonia. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. You got it? You got it good? All right. Come here, you. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Looking good. Wow. Thing didn't stand a chance. All right. So, oh, listen. This is something we're going to go over today. It's going to be great. I have DC Showcase issue number 83, Nightmaster. We're going to go over Nightmaster. Nightmaster is James Rook, okay? James Rook. He's a lead singer for a rock band called the Electrics. All right, yeah. They're playing in this club called the Electric Band-Aid. And they're like rocking out. James Rook. And let's see. So listen, we're gonna go over all this. All right. It's interesting how the artist for. Let's start with. There's 3 issues that cover Nightmaster. I've been trying to put these together. I got them right here. I've been trying to put these together for a long time. Showcase issue number 82, 83, which I just got in the mail, and issue number 84, which I had. All right, so the 3 showcases that cover Nightmaster. All the covers are done by our pal, Joe Kubert. And let's start with 82. It's funny because the original artist for this is written by Dennis O'Neil. The original artist for this was supposed to be, let's see, it was supposed to be Bernie Wrightson. All right, Bernie Wrightson turned in 7 pages for it, and they said, you know what? You're not quite ready. And they said they had Jerry Grandinetti do the art. They're like, Jerry Grandinetti, hey, over here. I got this, kid. So he did the art for issue number 82. All right. And the thing is, but eventually, when it comes to issue number 83, Bernie Wrightson is known for co-creating Swamp Thing. He does a lot of horror books like The House of Mystery, Frankenstein, all that classic awesome stuff, right? And but he and unaccredited 2 other of his buddies helped him. Jeff Jones and Mike Kaluta, who they all lived together. They called this place the studio. At this time, Mike Kaluta and Jeff Jones, who let's see, but they all lived together. But they also had throughout this time living in the same house. They had Al Milgrom lived there, and Walter Simonson and Howard Chaykin lived there. So all these artists knew each other. So to help Bernie Wrightson out, come issue 83 and issue 84 of Showcase, there was also Jeff Jones and Mike Kaluta. But Jeff Jones eventually turned into a woman somehow. He wants to be called Jeff Catherine Jones. Whatever, Jeff. Catherine. You're like, hey, Catherine. He's like, hey, how are you? Doing good, Catherine. So, but that's the story with this. So, Nightmaster. James Rook is a rock star. And in this comic, he's playing in this club called the Electric Band-Aid with his band. And then after the show, he's all fired up. He's like, woo! This is 1969. So he goes backstage with his girlfriend, Janet Jones, right? And they're backstage and they knock on the door. There's these three local guys from the town. They're like, hey there, long hair, we don't like you. Brr, brr, brr. So Jim Rook, he starts losing. He snaps. He starts beating these guys up. Beats the tar out of them. Then Janet's like, cops are gonna come. So they leave. They run down the street and they duck into this abandoned bar called Oblivion Incorporated. And it takes them into a dimension. This dimension is it transforms into this dimension. They go to this place called Myra. Okay, and it turns out James Rook is a lost descendant of a great warrior that used to use this knight sword, right? And this little wizard's there talking to him, saying, "Yeah, so you're a great descendant of not knocked." And the sword, grab the sword. He grabs the sword and he feels it. That sword gives him all this power. He knows how to fight, knows how to use it, right? It's great. And then Janet gets stolen by these warlocks, and they take her away. So now he has to find Janet. He also meets this albino guy called Boz. All right? It's cool stuff. But let's get to issue number 83. This is what I just got in the mail. Issue number 83. I love this barbarian. The barbarian's name is, let's see. I can't remember. I can't remember the barbarian's name. Tark or something like that. And I love it. I love how Bernie Wrightson draws this barbarian. And all these artists that I'm talking about, they all help each other out in all their projects. Like one of my early videos, a young Higgy Pop, I did a Sword of Sorcery with the Grey Mouser and Fafnir. And I covered that. And all those guys that I mentioned, they all worked on that project at one point or another in all those issues. And there's 5 issues, and they all put a hand in there. And that guy, Catherine Jones, he got into doing painted covers. He worked for Eerie Comics and Creepy, Vampirella. He did a lot of painted covers. And when it came to Fafnir and the Grey Mouser books that Ace put out, he painted all the covers for Howard Chaykin. Great stuff. And I'll show you some Catherine Jones's art when it comes to one of these issues here. So it's great. Good stuff. And him and the Barbarian team up, and they have to find Janet. And they have Boz, the little albino kid. And I'll show you some of this stuff. So all those artists were studio mates, and they helped Bernie Wrightson get his pages out for this stuff. I love it. I love it. I love how they draw Nightmaster, because he's not like built like a hero. His facial features aren't like a normal hero. And I love how they draw the barbarian, Tark. They draw him all hairy, right? He's like Robin Williams. He's like Mork from Mork with a sword. And yeah, look how hairy he is, right? And it's cool, man. I'm glad I got this issue today, man. Yeah, so great action. I love it. So Jim Rook, Nightmaster, is still in DC Comics today. He's with Shadow Pact, the magic-based hero team for DC. So anything that does with like Justice League Dark type of stuff, he'll be involved. And he owns the bar to this day, Oblivion Incorporated. That's where all the Detective Chimp hangs out. Shadow Pact has like Detective Chimp, Ragman, Zatanna. Good stuff. Good stuff. Look at that. Look at the way they're drawn. Right? And look at that. Look at the Barbarian. It's classic. It's art you don't usually see it like this, you know. There's the albino guy. He's albino, so everything on him is white. They're like, hey there, bunny rabbit. Look at that. right? This is issue number 83. He just cut that dude's head off with the blade. The blade helps him not to age. That's why he's still around today. And so they got to go get Janet because the Warlocks are going to use Janet for some bad magic so they could attack Earth. And they have to stop it. They have to stop it. This is issue number 84, the last issue of Nightmaster. This is August of '69. Of course, Kubert is on the cover. Look at that. Look at all the colors on there. The purple mist turning into spiders. So the Warlocks are attacking their camp. They're sending this purple mist in there, and it's turning into creatures they have to attack. And they find a good wizard because they have to fly to get it to where the Warlocks are. And the good wizard makes up these contraptions like gliders so they could glide over there. But the Warlocks turn Janet into a maid woman with, she's no longer going to be with blonde hair, she has black hair, and they're going to make her attack Jim. And that's where Jeff Jones does the art on this maid called Mizzy. You know, I'll show you the difference in the art. All right, look at this, right off the rip. See, that's the creatures they gotta kill. He throws the sword, whips it good. And let me show you Jeff Jones's type of art. It's very different. You can tell right away. I'll show you. Let's see. Mizzy. He draws. So the sorcerers turn Janet. Where's Janet? That's Janet, the blonde. They turn her into this dark-haired girl, Mizzy, and they're gonna make her attack Jim. Right? There's Jim when he's a rock star. Nice pants, dude. Nice pants. Nice trousers. Nice trousers. So, I'll show you. See, there's Mizzy. She's going to attack him from behind. See, look the way Jeff Jones draws. Very pretty art. Very pretty. Good stuff. So then they get those glider wings and they fly over there. And they save Janet. And then they're like, all right, mission complete, right? They're going at it. They get bound up. They free themselves. They attack the Warlock. Right? And they get zoomed back into their right dimension, him and Janet. And they're like, was that real? I don't know. Was that real? Then all of a sudden he has a glowing sword in his hand. He's like, I guess so. End of the story. Boom. Showcase issue number 84. Nightmaster. He's gone, but he ain't forgotten. Not here. Not here in the Hawk's Nest. No way, man. All right. All right. And another, let's stick with the night theme. We're going to stick with the night theme. We're going to go with Dr. Midnight. He's going to let it all hang out. Dr. Midnight. Dr. Midnight. Cool. Look at his costume, huh? This is the updated version of Dr. Midnight by Jeff Johns and the JSA. This is Peter Cross version, not the Golden Age Dr. Midnight. And it's cool. Cool. He's more of like a kinder, gentler Batman, let's say, all right? He could laugh at himself now and again. He could perform surgery in the dark, all right? And here's another version. JSA Classified issue number 19. That's his owl. He found an owl that he restored to health. He calls it Hootie. Did you know that Dr. Midnight, when he was a part of the JSA, he dated Black Canary? Hey. Peter Cross. Here's another one. JSA Classified issue number 24. And he has some weapons. He has blackout bombs where blacks out the room, but he could see. He could always see. He has infrared. He could see perfectly at night. He wears special goggles so he can see during the daytime. And he has this electro something which affects people's nervous system. It makes them like paralyzed. He's got all sorts of gadgets, and he's a acrobat, hand-to-hand combatant. All right. And we've got some secret origins. He's teamed up with Batgirl. They're walking across the phone lines. I could do that. I could do that. There he is. There's a Golden Age Dr. Midnight story in there. He fights, back in the Golden Age, he used to fight a lot of this gangster called Maroni. Maroni, Roni! And he got a 3-book trade story about him in 1999 by Matt Wagner. All right, and who does the art? The art is by John K. Schneider III. This is more like painted art in these 3 books, and it's all right. It's not really my thing, but it has its moments. This is book number 1. This story is he's working in Portland, and he's he runs he helps all the homeless. He does anything for people of the city that are downtrodden and stuff. But there's this crazy steroid. It's like almost like a Bane type of steroid that people are taking. They're going nuts, and he's getting to the bottom of it. This is book number 1. All right, Dr. Midnight. I'll show you some of the art. I'll show you the style. It's like this painted style, you know. It has its moments. And so that's book number 1. He's finding all these dead people that were on this drug, and he's getting to the bottom of it. Here's book number 2. Dr. Midnight. It's a cool picture. I like his costume. They do a good job. And he throws these like little crescent moons. Woo! Like Moon Knight. Why not? Why not? The art. Let me see here. And he battles with these giant roided out dudes. Yeah, see? I mean, these guys are all like Bane. They're like, and he has to go, he has to battle it out with these guys. See? Cool art, man. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not the normal. Some crazy dudes. But it was a good story. They did a real good job. Dr. Midnight. And we need book 3. Here's book 3. The last book. Matt Wagner. Hootie! And I'll show you some of this art. All right. Look at that chick, huh? And yeah, so he has it out with the whole gang. Hootie helps him out every once in a while, gets him out of some scrapes. And yeah, man, little Dr. Midnight. Got to show the love, guys. Got to show the love. And you can read about a bunch of them when you if you delve into the Justice Society books. He's always there. Always there. He's the tip of the spear. He's helping people, you know. Mr. Terrific will come to him. I got a hangnail. And he's like, I got you, buddy. Always patching up the heroes. Boom. All right. Yeah, man. It says, there are no dark corners for evil to hide in. No shadows too deep for the ever-vigilant eyes of Dr. Midnight to penetrate. Boom. Dr. Midnight. Dr. Midnight. Nightmaster and Dr. Midnight. Yeah. Oh, so all those guys. Let me show you the swords of sorcery. Hold on. Yeah. That's down here somewhere. Yeah, it's over here. It's over here. Swords of sorcery. Fafnir. All right. So. This is the Fritz Lieber's Fafnir. This was a 4-book, and this is Howard Chaykin and Mike Mignola, Fafnir and the Grey Mouser. These are awesome stories, guys. I can't recommend this stuff enough, man. And all those guys that lived in that studio, they all took part in it. But what they really took part in was this right here. The DC. The DC. Right here. Here's issue number 1. You gotta find these. They're so good. Fafnir and the Grey Monster, Sword of Sorcery. And all those artists that lived in that studio, they all lended a hand to all these issues in one way or another. Here's issue number 2. I did a video on these a while back. I was a young Higgy. Issue number 3. Look at that. Look at that, man. Issue number 4. Great stories. And the last one, issue number 5. I remember that story too. And I got a little surprise for you. Wonder Woman and Fafnir the Barbarian and the Grey Monster. Wonder Woman, even this issue of Wonder Woman is issue number 202. Awesome. That's it, guys. Just wanted to show you some stuff. Alright? Things have been busy. Things have been crazy. Snakes in the comic room. Snakes. Snakes. Let's see here. Hold on. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do this for Jim Rook, Nightmaster, the rock star. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's try this one. Comic books bring a smile to my face. They make me smile all over the place. End of the day and it's time to rest. You'll find me read 'em in the hawk's nest. Right, second alarm and hobbies too is where I buy 'em. How about you? Loving these stories, loving this art. Reading these comics done made me smart. That is by Easy Comic Reader. Oh yeah. Guys, read your comics. They make you smart.